Hello everyone, we have a big update coming for Ethereum. This could be the next big catalyst for Ethereum, as I think this is lagging behind the other cryptocurrencies, and this will also have a big impact on many different altcoins. And so I'm going to be going over 4 altcoins today that I think could do extremely well during the bull run. All of these have catalysts coming up, and so make sure to stay throughout the entire video. Also, if you're interested in knowing what I am trading, my buys and sells, there is a link underneath the video to Patreon, which will provide access to Discord. So if you're interested in knowing what I am placing for buys and sells, you can feel free to join that group. And so with the upgrade coming for Ethereum here at the end of the month and into February, they're planning on reducing fees for layer 2 rollups and to scale the blockchain by increasing the space for blobs of data. And so this is going to be very bullish for layer 2 cryptocurrencies. One that I am extremely bullish on here is Metis. We're starting to hear more and more people start talking about this. I've been talking about this cryptocurrency since around $15 to $20. I've been very bullish on this. Even at $90, I still think this is a good opportunity moving forward. I personally am still buying Metis at these prices, even though I have been purchasing since around $15, as I think there's a lot of potential for this cryptocurrency. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. The Metis Ecosystem Development Fund is a 4.6 million Metis fund dedicated to bootstrap the development, liquidity, activity, and adoption in the Metis ecosystem. And so right now, when they launched this, it was around $100 million. However, with the increase in the price of Metis, this is now worth about $400 million that they're going to be launching here over the next couple of weeks, which is going to draw a lot of attention to the Metis ecosystem. And so you can see here that they have made us move back the launch of the community testing until the new date to be voted on next week, Wednesday, January 10th. And so they have some community testing going on that's going to be going live. And then they also have their short-term goal here for decentralization, community ownership, and revenue sharing. They're all coming very soon. So there's going to be a lot of catalyst for Metis. I think they have been continuing to build during the bear market. A lot of people do not know about Metis, and so that is why I think there's so much potential for this. However, I don't think many people have heard of Metis. Now, with the price of Metis continuing to go up, we're going to see the ecosystem explode here as well. And so we have seen a lot of these go up substantially already here. GameFi was trading around 70 cents a couple of weeks ago. And a lot of these others here have had massive gains over the last couple of weeks as the price of Metis has gone up. And so these are projects to keep an eye on as well. And so the next altcoin that I want to take a look at here is Trias, currently trading around $14. And this is another cryptocurrency that has went up substantially. However, I think there's still a lot of potential with this, currently trading around $135 million market cap. Now, one thing to note here with this cryptocurrency is that about 95% of their tokens are in circulation, which is a very positive sign for that. It's harder for them to dilute this cryptocurrency, and that is something that I recommend looking at before investing into any cryptocurrency. So they have some big news that they recently have released. They released that they are working with Octa Innovations and that they have finalized a strategic partnership with the China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing. And so why is this such big news? Now, if we look back at the China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing, they have grown substantially. They've done about 17.99 trillion US dollars between January and May of 2023. And so we can see that there's a massive amount of money in the China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing, and now they are working with them with Octa Innovations. And so they have launched the Intelligent Supply Chain Public Service Platform, which will serve as the central repository for all supply chain data of China on our blockchain network. And so this is massive news. I expect Trias to continue to grow. I expect them to have other massive partnerships like this as well. And so this is a cryptocurrency here that I think is going to do really good in the bull market. Now, the next cryptocurrency I'm going to be taking a look at here is Rndr. I have talked about this in a past video as well. They are focusing on GPU and cloud computing in the AI space, which is definitely going to be a necessity, especially with AI becoming more popular. We have Apple launching their headset in about a month or two here. They have not given an exact date for that, but I expect for it to come out shortly here. And so the Vision Pro is going to be coming out. There's going to be a lot of people that are interested in this. However, that's going to require a lot more GPUs and computing power, and that is what Rndr is focusing on. Now, there has been many different rumors, if you want to call them that Apple has partnered with Rndr. And so they have not officially come out and said that. However, if they do come out, or we see more clues that they're potentially using Rndr for the Vision Pro here, it would be very bullish for the cryptocurrency. And so another thing here as well is that Rndr is just getting started. And so I mentioned before that Altcoin is their parent company for Rndr. And so they have not even tapped into 1% of their own Octane paying user base to get at this metric. Now multiply that by 10x for Prime tier, more for iPad and beyond. It's not time to push gas on demand side until we add C4D, UE, and third-party Rndr support. So for now, it's just organic growth within a 1K a month user base, applying 1,000 OBH each. Now, that just shows how early they still are. They could be tapping into much more of their own paying customers. Now when they start selling this to third parties, such as Apple, that is where the growth can really start taking off. Now, they also have implemented a burning mechanism as well lately, and so that's going to continue to increase the price of Rndr. We can see that Rndr network is not just optimizing the resource utilization, but is fundamentally changing the dynamics of GPU computing power accessibility. So, since migrating to the Solana blockchain, the project introduced a burn mechanism where Rndr token equivalent to a fiat value of GPU power purchased are burnt, which will make this into a deflationary asset. And so the last cryptocurrency here I want to talk about is Oasis Network. This is Rose. I have mentioned this on the channel before as well. Again, this is a cryptocurrency here that I think could do very well. I'm always surprised to see that this is still trading under a $1 billion market cap. It is now up to about 912 million. However, I think there's a lot of potential for this, especially as there is a need for privacy. They have partnered with very large companies. They have partnered with Meta about 2.5 years ago. And so as they continue to establish that relationship and start implementing this technology, I think that they really will start taking off, especially during the bull market. They want to start making announcements. They're going to start coming out with those partnerships, just like back in 2021. That's when everyone wants to announce, when everybody's buying the different cryptocurrencies. And so I expect a lot more news to come out about Oasis Network as they have been continuing to build during the bear market. And so Sapphire is their product. It is the first and only confidential EVM that empowers Web3 and smart privacy that evolves with developers, users, and brands. And so this is definitely something that's huge for Oasis Network as they're focusing on privacy. I think this is definitely needed in the cryptocurrency space. And then they're also launching their first DEX that is built on Oasis Network, which is Illuminex. This is going to be launching at the end of the month or early February. And so you can see that all of these cryptocurrencies have upcoming catalysts, whether that is in about 1 week for the Ethereum upgrade, and then the layer 2s will start taking off, or that's in a couple of months. However, this may be a good opportunity to enter into positions before they start getting hyped up for these catalysts. Now, if there's other cryptocurrencies that I did not talk about that you think can do very well, please let me know underneath the video. I'd be interested to hear from you. And so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.